Hey everybody, so here's a little workflow for all the readers out there. One of the things that I like to do as I read books is I like to save all my highlights into Evernote so that they can be searchable later. But you can't always be reading a digital book. I like to read most of my books in Kindle format so that I can do just what I talked about there, saving them into Evernote. But you can't always read one. Sometimes you got to read a print book. Sometimes you get print books for free. Sometimes a book is only in print and it's not in Kindle format. So what do you do with the highlights in your hard copy books? How do you get those into Evernote without having to type each and every one out longhand? And I found a nice little solution to this problem with the app TextGrabber. This is a lovely little app and I want to show it to you. There's the TextGrabber app right there. So what you do is you bring up this TextGrabber app on your phone and then it brings you up to the camera. Now pardon my shaky hands, but what you do is you take a picture of the text that you want to get in there, right there, and then you crop it out. So you move these boundaries down to where you want it to read. Now TextGrabber works with a little technology called OCR. It's made by a company called Abby. Abby is very, very good at this OCR technology. OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition, and that's what it's about to do here right now. And so I've got the text highlighted, and what I want to do on the app is I want to click Read on the bottom right here. And what it does is it reads the text, and it turns it into digital text. Now, it's extremely accurate, but it's got, every now and then it'll make little mistakes here and there. But for the most part, it's very, very accurate, I've found, over the course of using this app. And so once you've got it in there, you have a choice of what you want to do with it. You click this little share sheet icon in the top right, and it gives you some options. You could tweet it out, you could copy it, and then paste it into something else. You could send an email. What I like to do, like I said, is I like to send mine to Evernote. So that's what I'm going to click. Tap that right there. Gives you a choice of which folder you want to send it to. My default is the inbox that's checked right there, so I will click Upload. And it has been created in Evernote. And so let's get out of that. Go over to my Mac here, bring up Evernote, click Sync, and there's my note with the text that I got from that book. And so what I'd like to do is I like to file that away. Let's call that Prayer Tim Keller. That's the book it came from. And I'll file that away in quotes. Okay? And now it's in there, and I can search for it anytime. Now, I'm looking at that text in my book right now. One thing in that text is it actually says, in the New Testament book of James. And so I can search up here for the phrase, in the New Testament book of James. And look there. It comes right up. And so that's really helpful, and I hope that's a workflow that you can use to save you some time, to make you more productive, to get your notes from your print books into maybe a service like Evernote so that you can search them later. Hope to be back with more stuff very soon. Thanks a lot.